Hello friends, I am Christy Thakur, a student of BAMS first year studying in Government Autonomous Ayurvedic Medical College Jabalpur. Today I am going to tell you about larynx. So, the larynx, commonly called the voice box, it is an organ in the top of the neck involved in breathing, producing sound and protecting the trachea against food aspiration. In this video, you can basically find where the larynx is present. So, if we talk about this situation, it lies in the anterior midline of the neck opposite the C4-C6 vertebra, but in children and in adult female, it lies at a higher level. Larynx basically is 5 cm in length, 4 cm in width, and 3.5 cm in its anteroposterior diameter. Larynx is formed by a rigid framework of cartilages, ligaments, and by a number of muscles. The three unpaired cartilages are, that is, cricoid, thyroid, and epiglottic, as you can see in this diagram. And the three unpaired cartilages are arytenoid, corniculate, cuneiform. Now, the extrinsic ligaments and membranes of the larynx are thyrohyoid membrane, hyoepiglottis ligament, and cricotracheal ligament. If we talk about the intrinsic ligaments and membrane, the intrinsic ligaments are part of a broad sheet of fibroelastic tissue known as the fibroelastic membrane of the larynx. The part of the membrane above the sinus is known as the quadrate membrane, and part below the sinus is called the cricovocal membrane. Intrinsic muscles of the ligament. So basically it is divided into respiratory and the phonatory muscles. Respiratory muscles are the posterior cricoarytenoid muscles, and the phonatory muscles are divided into two parts, that is adductors and the tensors. Now the laryngeal joints. First is cricothyroid joint, which is between the inferior horns of the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage. Second, the cricoarytenoid joints between articular facets on the superlateral surface of the cricoid cartilage and the base of the arytenoid cartilage. And if we talk about the cavity of the larynx, so it is tubular in shape and extends from the inlets of the larynx to the lower border of the cricoid cartilage. Within the cavity of larynx, there are two folds, mucous membrane on each side. The upper fold is the vestibular fold and the lower fold is the vocal fold. Its support is provided by the fibroelastic membrane of larynx and by laryngeal cartilage to which it is attached, as you can see in this diagram. Parts of the laryngeal cavity. The vestibular and the vocal folds divided the cavity of the larynx into three parts. First, the part above the vestibular fold is called the vestibule of the larynx. Second, the parts between the vestibular and vocal folds is called the sinus or ventricle of the larynx. Third, the part below the vocal fold is called the infraglottic part. Here is the anterior view and the posterior view where hyoid, thyroid and epiglottic is mentioned. Blood and the nerve supply. Above the vocal folds of the superior laryngeal artery is a branch of the superior thyroid artery. Below the vocal folds of the inferior laryngeal artery is a branch of the inferior thyroid artery. Above the vocal folds of the internal laryngeal nerve and below the vocal folds by the recurrent laryngeal. At last, the clinical anatomy of larynx is damage to the external laryngeal nerve that causes weakness of phonation. Infection of the larynx is called the laryngitis, and laryngeal edema, that is obstruction to breathing. I hope you understand. Thanks for watching.